everyone. Thanks for joining us on King of the West tonight. We're currently on the outside of the King of the West Sprint Car Series headquarters right here in Rio Vista, California, along Highway 12. Now tonight we have a great show on tap for you, and to learn more, we're going to send it inside to George Haig for the rundown.
Hey, thanks Gary. Showcasing this week's show, we're going to take a look at the June 23rd race at Antioch Speedway. Kyle Hurst picking up his first feature win in the Roth Motorsports number 83. Then we're also going to take a check at the Keating Performance Flashback. We'll feature the two-day weekend of Golden State 410 racing at the Watsonville Speedway and Placerville Speedway back in 2006, where Robert Ballou, the young rookie sensation, was on track there along with two-time champion Jonathan Allard. We're also going to have a phone interview with World of Outlaw winner on Monday night, Tim Cheng, and also third place finisher at the Gold Cup, Sean Becker. Yeah, first we're going to talk about the Gold Cup. Big 3 days of outlaw racing there, then Calistoga and Antioch. So it was a big weekend full of wild sprint car racing on the West Coast.
And
hey,
George,
Gary.
California's success at the Gold Cup struck me off the head at the first note. I mean, you think about 6 of the 9 podium spots at the Gold Cup were filled by California drivers.
It was amazing, and this is what the third year in a row that a California driver has won the prestigious Gold Cup.
You go back to Jason Myers 3 years ago, of course, was the first Californian to win the Gold Cup at that point since Daryl Hannestad back in 1989, and then Kyle Larson has won it the last 2 years. First time somebody has won it back-to-back since way back in 1994 and 95 when Eddie Hilleberg.
What about that Friday night victory by the Shark?
That was pretty cool, very special. I know he was crying in victory lane, Troy Hennig was crying in victory lane. I mean, you think about Sean, he's been trying for so long to win a World of Outlaw race. We're going to talk about that later tonight.
Yeah, how many guys can win a World of Outlaw race on your home track where you're the track champion that year? I mean, that is pretty special.
There's a lot of guys that have never won a World of Outlaw race in California. They've been trying, so that's pretty special for Sean Becker.
Absolutely.
And of course, John Allard. I mean, talk about him. First couple of nights might not have gone to his liking. He was 13th in points. Normally you expect Jonathan to be a little higher, but Ashley Smith, the boys hit a great setup for the final night, 13th to 6th, and a strong run.
Absolutely. And then you got to talk about Jonathan and Antioch leading 28 of the first 30 laps.
Had a strong run at Antioch. Felt kind of bad for him. It looked like he was going to win the race. Had a little bit of a yellow flag come with Craig Delansky.
Right, and then that restart. I mean, he had the choice.
Yep.
He went, but I think Shot snookered him a little bit.
A little bit. Those two got really close in turn 4. The track was changing. It slicked off a little bit. Of course, we had a little bit of a red flag. That I think after that red flag, the track lost some of its moisture, and things changed a little bit. But Jonathan still finished third. Great run by the whole Williams Motorsports team.
And another California guy, Kyle Larson, had a good week.
Yeah, your Gold Cup champion. Of course, he very easily could have won every main event during Gold Cup. He started off the Wednesday night show winning the non-wing, the Civil War race. And then next night had that great battle with Donnie Schatz where they were trading slide jobs and finished second. The next night was leading the race, got a flat tire, and dropped him back a little ways. But can you believe that? Going into the week, we actually were wondering, could Kyle Larson win every race? Yeah. And he almost did.
Yeah, I was Friday night. I'm sitting in the stands with the fans when that tire started to go down on Kyle Larson. And the next night I told him I'd never seen a driver keep that tire up under yellow as long as he did and drive the car with a tire that's at least half flat. And I said, what happened? He said, well, the car wanted to go one way and I wanted it to go the other. And sometimes there was no control there. It was an awesome drive. The crowd was on their feet. They were hoping he could hold off those World of Outlaws for just like 5 more laps and he would have had that win.
One of the most exciting parts of Gold Cup for me was seeing the crowd rise. When Kyle Larson, the final night, came down the back straightaway, everybody in the pit bleachers stood up. It was pretty darn cool. And one last guy who did fail to mention was Kyle Hurst, driving for Roth Motorsports, of course, for the whole Outlaw swing.
How many hard chargers did he get?
3 hard charger awards for Kyle Hurst, including the final night of the Gold Cup. We're in from 17th to 7th, so a great swing for Kyle.
Yeah. Well, I think one of the highlights of the Gold Cup was the bikini competition.
It was a good time. That was a good time. 20 girls this year.
Wow. Hey, Gary, you did a great phone interview with Tim Cheng, Monday night's winner for the World of Outlaws. Let's take a listen.
Well, we'd like to welcome to the show now Monday's big winner at the Antioch Speedway, one of the most exciting drivers in sprint car racing and also the reigning King of the West champion, Mr. Tim Cheng. Hey, thanks for joining us, TK.
Good. Just enjoying actually a day off here. We've been going wide open for the last couple weeks and finally got a vacation out of it, so just kind of hanging out and relaxing.
Now, you've had a lot of thrilling wins in your career, but has it ever been, much more exhilarating than on Monday night passing Donnie Schatz with that giant slide job on the final corner?
It was one of those things. It was a win it, or I think kind of wad it kind of slider. We weren't really in contention all night, and that last restart, I don't know what happened with Jonathan and Donnie, but they both kind of gave up a little bit. and we just kind of fell right into place where we needed to, and just got a monster run on Donnie, and somehow the slider worked. I have no idea. I'm still scratching my head trying to figure that one out.
Now, looking over the last 6 World of Outlaw events dating back to the Willamette Speedway a couple weeks ago, you guys have only finished outside the top 4 on one occasion. I mean, that has to give your whole team a world of confidence.
Yeah, it does. You know, we're trying to build into hopefully for the future for next year with Dennis Roth, and you know, I think you know, if we wouldn't have had parts failure at Gold Cup on Saturday night, I think we would have had a great race. Between Kyle Larson and myself, right. You know, he did a hell of a job.
Awesome. But yeah, you know, our California guys had a lot of success during the West Coast swing. I think we took like 6 out of the 9 podium spots at the Gold Cup. So what does that say about the 410 racing out here?
You know, I think a lot of people underestimate it right now. You know, we have a very you know, potent amount of cars in California. You know, you have Jonathan, who ran good all week. Kyle Larson ran good. Sean Becker ran good. You know, it's I think 410 racing's still alive. I think we proved that this last 5 days with the California guys going out and you know, basically pissing off the Outlaws a little bit. So it you know, when you get 3 of the 5 wins in California and they're Californians, you know, I think they're thinking the East Coast and the West Coast are starting to beat up on the Outlaws a little bit, which is kind of nice because, you know, last few years they've been coming out here beating up on us. So it's definitely a great feeling knowing that California guys are stepping up and we're going out and beating up on the Outlaws. Always a good thing. Now, what kind of plans do you guys have on tap for the remainder of the season? Anything set in stone yet? Nothing set in stone. You know, we're definitely going to be at the King of the West race, October 13th there at Hanford. Other than that, really not much. We may pop the 360 in the car and jump around. That's really about all that's left this year is, you know, a little bit of 360 stuff. But as of right now, we really don't have much set in stone, and I don't think we're going to do much traveling outside of California here the rest of the year. So. Yeah, well, hey, once again, congrats on the success all season long, Tim. Thanks for joining us, and I guess we'll see you at the Cotton Classic in October. Oh, yeah, we'll be there definitely. Hopefully we'll have a little bit better luck than we did last year, but, you know, Dennis gives me a great race car every night, and, you know, we're definitely proud to support King of the West Series.
Welcome to Grand Sierra Resort and Casino, the resort that gives you more. More dining. Treat yourself to world-class restaurants including Charlie Palmer's Steak and Fin Fish. More comfort. Stay in one of our new suites inside the Summit at Grand Sierra, Reno's first luxury hotel. More nightlife. Get into the action at Nikki Beach and enjoy live shows at the Grand Theater. Grand Sierra Resort and Casino, the resort that gives you more. Way more. But tonight I'm loving you.
How about that last lap move by Tim Kading? He wins it or he wears it. That's Tim Kading. That was Antioch. That was Monday night. What an exciting night. If you missed it, you missed one of the best moves I've ever seen. One of the best slide jobs ever at Antioch. Now, let's hear Gary's interview with Sean Becker.
On the line right now, we have one of the real good guys in the sport of sprint car racing, one of the very best as well, a former Golden State King of the West champion, Sean Becker. Thanks a bunch for joining us, Sean.
No, I appreciate you calling me, Gary. Thank you.
Hey, you're coming off of just a terrific Gold Cup Race of Champions last week, of course capping it with a third-place finish. Are you still on cloud 9 after that?
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, I'm still waiting for somebody to wake me up, and it's been a few nights already, so I guess it actually did happen. So we are absolutely ecstatic.
Now, you guys came out very strong right out of the box on opening night, qualifying in the top 5, finishing second in the dash and 5th in the main event. That had to have your team feeling pretty good right from the get-go.
Oh, absolutely. I think we've qualified so strong all year long. That was the main reason why we were even out at Gold Cup. So, and then to go out and actually perform like we have been all year with the Outlaws was huge for us. And then to finish it off by getting a top 5 in the main event. Yeah, we were ecstatic. We weren't expecting it, but we knew we were capable of it, so it was a great night.
Now, you've tried for a long time to win a World of Outlaws main event, and to finally do it, just how special is that for you and your whole family?
Yeah, it's indescribable. I mean, crossing that checkered flag, I got on the back straightaway, and just the overwhelming feeling of emotion just kind of came over me. Like, it's so hard to describe just how long this road has been, the numerous cars that I've been fortunate enough to drive in throughout my career, kind of all leading up to this point. It was just so gratifying to finally be able to do it. You know, you always feel going into the Gold Cup that you're capable of running with the Outlaws, but saying it and doing it are two completely different things, and we were finally able to beat the Outlaws. Like, it was so incredible, and I'm on the scales making sure I weigh properly, and Tim Kading's right behind me screaming at me, congratulating me. It was such an overwhelming, joyous feeling that I had, and I will carry that with me for the rest of my life.
Now, of course, other than the Gold Cup this season, you guys also won the Silver Dollar Speedway title for the second time in your career, and it was a big-time nail-biter over Andy Forsberg, so that had to be pretty intense for you.
Yeah, I think I was more emotionally drained after that race than I was at the World of Outlaw feature win. That race was crazy. Andy started 8th, came out as 3rd in the first corner. I don't know how he did it, but we had to check up, fell back 2 spots, and from then on, like, it was just chaos. Like, all hell was breaking loose out on that racetrack, and we finally did it, like, on a lap 22 restart, I believe, and yeah, I mean, you couldn't get much closer than that. I mean, luckily, we had a great year. I mean, I got my first win with Dan Minnie, that first point race out, and then we clicked off 2 more wins with the 27 team, and yeah, got them on wins. I mean, you can't get much closer than that.
Well, hey, thanks a bunch for coming on with us tonight, Sean. You know, you're one of the guys we'd love to get on tour with the King of the West Series at some point, and definitely want to wish you the best of luck the rest of the year.
Gary, thank you so much. I appreciate you calling.
Well, smooth, fast, and clean are 3 words to describe Sean Becker, not to mention a great guy, a great family, and definitely a driver we'd love to see on the King of the West Series Tour next season. And now we're going to head into our Katie Performance Flashback this week, showcasing the doubleheader from Watsonville and Placerville in 2006.
The 29. Botsford in row 5. Everybody's caught in that one. Runcating in row number 5. Stephen Allard on the outside. We got on the start. Below and Allard going at it. Below jumps out in front, goes around the front of the lead. Jason Allard now in second spot. Allard gets some speed coming off the corner. Dives into the corner going into turn 3 and 4. Looks to the outside, stays on the gas. And now side by side with 1 more lap to go. It is Allard looking against in the high side. Trying to get rid of him. Balloon down off the racetrack. Down to that corner. Coming around for the last time to the outside turn 3. It is now Allard trying to get him on the outside. And it is Robert Balloon who wins this main event.
2 laps to go. Did you know Allard was on the high side coming out in that last lap?
Yeah, I could hear him, but I knew if I kept my momentum and then Bob, we'd have him.
And trouble in turn 2. Miller upside down hard. Red flag coming out. Okay, that's right. You ain't seen nothing yet. The green flag comes out as Kevin Pilot takes the lead. As Robert Ballou desperately looking to get maybe a front row starting spot. He's currently running in 4th. Coming your way right this moment out of the 4th turn. Green flag is out. Allard takes the lead, and Ballou's already on the move up to 2nd place. And Ballou goes to the high side, and Robert Ballou puts the moves on Jonathan Allard. And Allard to the low side of Ballou. Ballou answers back and turns 3 and 4. Slide job by Ballou. White flag is waving and dollar signs in Robert Ballou's eyes right now, and a 4th victory in the eyes of Jonathan Allard. Here they come to the checkered flag. Allard will try it one more time, and it's Robert Ballou with the win over Jonathan Allard. By far one of the best Golden State Challenge Series races here I have seen in my years at this Speedway. Race fans, let's hear it for Robert Ballou and Jonathan Allard putting on a show for all of you here tonight.
Tell you what, I paid $32 to get in the pits. That was one hell of a race. I had a front row seat to it. You guys might have taken each other out, so I just kind of backpedaled and sat back and enjoyed it.
Another exciting night of racing, and this time it was Robert Ballou, the young sensation, picking up a win, and sweeping the weekend, and picking up a $1,000 bonus for winning both nights. Also, a look at Jonathan Allard on his run to the 410 championship. Now we're going to take a look at the highlights from the June 23rd race at Antioch.
is your chance to show them your appreciation. And in return, they're thanking each and every one of you for coming out to tonight's King of the West Sprint Car Series event. At the Antioch Speedway, race fans, you want the best in the West? You got them 4 abreast. The King of the West Sprint Car Series on parade at the Antioch Speedway. Golovic leads us to the truck track with Katie there side by side on turn 4. Wheel to wheel in turn 1. Golovic on the bottom. He'll get the advantage. Kyle Hurst big time sideways down the back stretch. And we're going to have a multiple car pile up. Racing in turn 1. Shane Golovic will get the lead. Brent Katie under him, however. Golovic got loose and Brent Katie snags the lead. As the field rumbles and tumbles in turn 3 and 4. Everyone. Red flag in turn 2. Red flag in turn number 2. Field off turn 4, back to the green flag. Driver's fighting for the bottom, Willie Croft up top, and he's going to spin. Willie hit. Hit by Jeff Griffin. Yellow light going to come back out. As Katie leads the field through turns 3 and 4. Everyone going to try to tiptoe. Turn 1 and 2. Andy Gregg trying to bite up top. He's going to get around Bobby McMahon. Nice job by Andy Gregg. He's going to keep it up top and try to do something with Greg Stidham. Greg now up a little high. McMahon trying to find his way back to the inside. Lap car side by side in front of Katie off turn 2. Golden going to try to take advantage. Katie looks to the inside. Oh, car sideways. Katie and Golden together. Statler involved as well. Top 3 cars together in turn 3 and 4. It'll be Kyle Hurst and Craig Stidham now up there in the front row. Back down to turn 1. Kyle Hurst leads the field. Upside down, Billy Butler. Another multiple car pile up in turn 1 and 2. So once again, multiple cars involved, including the 52 of Dusty Green, 00 Jason Statler, 69 seed Chad Compton, 17 of Doug Gandy, 69 Brent Kading, and believe the 57 of Billy Butler. Picks up the throttle right there in turn 4. Field on the bottom side, everyone hugging the bottom. Trying to get through their A-OK, everyone does so. Final half of the main event is much quicker than the first half. Laps begin to tick down. Kyle Hurst out front looking for his first King of the West Series win of the year in his first night driving for Roth Motorsports. Lap time going to be coming up momentarily. Instead of trying to close in on Hurst, but time is winding down. Laps are winding down, just 7 to go. Hurst leading Stidham and Greg. On turn 4, white flag. One more time around for Kyle Hurst. Once again tonight making his debut for Roth Motorsports. Looking to pick up a win off turn 4, Kyle Hurst will win tonight's main event.
mechanics are determined to find something to repair. But unlike those guys, we don't fix vehicles. We help keep them running right. At Jiffy Lube, our highly trained technicians use the advanced technology of Pennzoil motor oil to help you leave dealer worries behind. Jiffy Lube. Leave worry behind. Drive in and ask for Pennzoil today.
Well, there you have it, everyone. Some great highlights from Antioch Speedway, June 23rd, the second of our 3 stops at John Sawrey's and Donna Sawrey's beautiful 3/8 mile oval.
Could you have asked for a better start with the team than a main event win and a new track record for Kyle Hurst?
Yeah, once we heard that Kyle Hurst was going to drive for Roth Motorsports, it kind of created a little bit of a buzz around the sprint car community out here, and Kyle definitely delivered his first night. A new track record, he said, a main event win, and I know Dennis and Teresa Roth were very happy.
You know, a little part-time ride picked him up a ride for the Outlaw Tour.
Yeah, it did. Outlaw Tour, and of course, Cotton Classic as well. So he's got some more starts in the Roth car. We couldn't be happy for Kyle. All of their success.
Hey, what about Craig Stidham? Best finish so far?
Yeah, best finish up until his win, of course, at Antioch the next time. It kind of gave, I think, him a little confidence booster going into the next Antioch show.
Andy Gregg, good podium finish, finishing third.
Yeah, another consistent run for Andy. He hasn't got a win yet this year, but he's had a couple podiums, so it's been solid for him.
Hey, Gary, we got to talk about Cotton Classic. It's coming.
Cotton Classic's coming up. It's going to be a great night at Hanford. It seems like now it's a month away, so time's flying.
Yes, don't forget. You know, it's a month away. Go down there, make a day of it. It is going to be spectacular. The last 410 sprint car race of the year in California.
Yeah, definitely. You can order your tickets by contacting the King Speedway box office at area code 559-584-7223 or 559-584-RACE.
You got that down pretty good, Gary.
I can work for Scott.
Do you have the same information now about our banquet that's
I
coming
do.
up?
The banquet, of course, Championship Banquet Weekend over 9th and 10th. Of course, our business meeting is a Sunday, but fans definitely want to come for our Fan Fest Friday night party. King's Banquet, you can order your tickets by contacting the King of the West Series box office.
Hey, and that is 707-374-2222.
We don't have a box office, but I like to call it a box office.
Yeah, sure, you're the box office manager. So
and of course, you got to get your hotel rooms by contacting the Jackson Rancheria Casino Resort, area code 209-223-1677.
And you know, this whole week, you know, we've been at the Outlaw shows at Antioch and Calistoga and that Chico, that's right.
We were at Chico too.
You were up there 3 days. I got
week.
1 day up there, and a lot of people. I gave out a lot of applications for car shows. A lot of the car owners have hot rods. They want to show them off.
And the model car show is really picking up too. I know our buddy Bob Carter's up there working his tail off, trying to get as many as possible.
No, let's not give him a big head.
We won't get
He'll get a big head if he hears his name on a webcast. Yeah, but again, we can't stress enough. This is not your normal banquet. This is a weekend activity where you can come up to the Sierra Nevadas, have a good time at the Jackson Rancheria in the small town of Jackson. So, you know, take a day off, enjoy the weekend, have a good time, and also take in a banquet and a car show.
Absolutely. Going to be a fun time, and I think with that, we're going to call it a night. We definitely want to thank Tim Kading, Sean Becker, everyone for watching out there, and of course, to keep up with the latest and greatest with King of the West Sprint Car Series, you can visit our website, www.kwssprints.com, or like us on Facebook at facebook.com/King of the West Sprints, or become a Twitter follower at KWS Sprint Racing.
Hey, I got the email one.
Okay.
Okay, it is KWSseries@yahoo.com.
And fans, of course, our videos are now on YouTube, and you can become a YouTube subscriber by clicking right here. We'll see you next week on King of the West Tonight.